Okay, hello guys. Welcome to another episode of this show. And this I'm sorry guys. I think I had an issue with the audio, so I was trying to fix that. I know I'm always having this issue with the audio. So yesterday we stopped at we had an error. So that basically from my machine. Like I said, I got a new MacBook, which is M1 Max, yeah, MacBook Pro system, M1 Max. So um, there's an issue, kind of like you have to be careful while installing Flutter on it. There's some steps, new steps you have to follow, and there's a lot of stuff going that went on. So I didn't kind of like know about that on time. So I was kind of like we got stuck at some error while doing the live stream, and so yeah, I was able to fix that. So I was able to fix that, and got the app working. So basically, what I did was just follow these. So in case anyone wants to watch that, so what I did was go to Flutter website. So here in Flutter website, so basically what I did was over here I followed all the steps. Yeah, so I did this, I ran this command, downloaded this and unzipped it in my home directory. Basically, so I unzipped that in my home directory here. So in here I unzip the Flutter. So when you download that folder, you unzip it over here, which when you download it, it will be in your downloads section. So you can just drag it and drop it here, or basically you can actually unzip it in anywhere you want, then know where you unzipped it. That still works. So after that, I went ahead. I didn't do this. If you want, you can do that, but I went ahead with this Apple Silicon. Like I said, downloaded, unzipped it. Then the next thing was I ran this command on the location. So basically, how you to do that is that, let's say you unzip this here, and you open your terminal. So you can over here and open our terminal here. Oh, okay. I think that's on. Oh, I was actually showing you guys on a different screen, and I thought I was doing it in the pre. Okay, I think I will redo this. So like I was saying, so this is how I fixed the error I got while trying to run Flutter app on the new Apple M1 Max MacBook Pro system. So how to fix that was I went straight to the Flutter dev documentation, installation, Mac section, Mac OS section. So first thing I did was run this command, and the next thing was I downloaded this folder. Like I said, downloaded it, and the folder, when you download it, it will be in your download folder. Then I unzipped the folder myself in my download folder. Then I moved the folder to this folder here called root folder for my current user, which is me. This is the current user in the MacBook users. Over here inside the root folder, I cannot move the Flutter folder here, and that's it. Which you can actually move it to any location you want, as long as you remember the location where you moved it. So after that, the next thing I did was open up my terminal, and then I went ahead. I didn't do this, so I left this, and the next thing was run this command. So to run this command, you have to make sure that you are actually in your same location like here. So how to do that is that you can go back, go to CD, let's see, ls. Okay, yeah. So basically, to figure out if you're actually in your root folder, in your root directory of your current user, just ls, type ls in your terminal, and that will list all the folders there. And we can see the Flutter folder that we talked about, which is in here. So right now over here, we can actually run this command. Then if we copy this command, we paste it here. Basically, what this pwd is getting, this command here is getting the directory, the current directory slash this Flutter folder, then slash the bin folder in Flutter. So when you paste this in here, you just hit the enter key, and it will kind of like add this part to your shell, to your Mac OS shell. So that's what you do. So after that, scroll down, you can run Flutter Doctor. If you run Flutter Doctor at this point, there will be some errors. What I did next was make sure you install all the Android stuff, which you can follow. Your Android Studio, accept the Android Studio license, do all those stuff. The next thing I did was, let's scroll down, get to the part. So this part, you can actually do this. Basically, what you do here is to make sure that you descend this code we did here. Where is it? The previous code we copied, which was this, was actually adding our part temporary. But if you want the part to be permanent in your shell, so you have to do this here. Basically, first is to echo the shell, to shake the shell you are using. Run this command, and you tell you I'm using the Z shell, which is this, and you copy this. First of all, copy this, try to open this file, and how to open that is to type open -e, paste this, and paste this, then you hit the enter key. This will open your so I didn't copy it right. Not echo. Yeah. So open it. So we hit open. It will open it in a test editor. But the reason why you open in a test editor because I've already created this Z shell in this location already. But if you couldn't find it, if yours couldn't open, you can actually go ahead and create it by yourself. How to create that? You can just go ahead like this and create it. Touch, then .z shrc. Then this will create it. Then you can go ahead and use this previous command to open it. Then when you open that, you can go ahead and copy this code, like paste it here. This is the same code. Then you go to get the Flutter directory, the location of your Flutter, which is this. You can get the Flutter directory, which is this. Then replace this part with your new Flutter directory. And how to get your Flutter directory to replace that, like I said, make sure you know the location, the current location of your Flutter, which is, for me, is I told you, I already said where it is. Then what you have to do is copy this code, copy this test here, cd into it. Come on, just cd. I thought I copied it already. I can just type it, cd Flutter. When you cd that, then you type this command pwd. It will give you the location of your Flutter directory. Let's copy that. Then, like I said, replace this part in here. Then once you do that, make sure you save this, then close this off. The next thing is to run what we call source. So the next thing is to run this code, copy this, then copy this command, source home, paste it here, then slash, remember the slash. Then remember to add your Z shell. For me, I'm using the Z shell. Yours might be bash profile or bash ROC. So just copy any of this or this, which one you are using, or this, then paste it after here. Then once you press it here, then you click enter. After that, the next thing I did was you can echo path to load your current part of your Flutter. Copy that command, put it here, and then run this command, which Flutter, to make sure Flutter is installed. To run that command, let's run that command and see what we can. So you can run this command, and you can see your Flutter is installed. You give it the Flutter directory, meaning the Flutter is installed. And after that, you can go straight. Yeah, this is the most important part, so that you won't get any issue. Just run this code, this one first, then run the second one. After running both of them, then you can scroll down a bit, down here. Yeah, and make sure you run this code too. Copy this code and run it. And then don't forget to do this one too. Copy this particular code. Just click here and copy it. Copy this and run this code. But while running this code, it will kind of ask you some questions. Just answer. Add yes to the question. Always accept the question it asks you, so that you get everything running smoothly. After that is done, let's see if there's something else I did. Like I said, install your Android Studio. Make sure that is installed, and make sure your S code is installed too. Install your S code, and yeah, remember you have to install your S code before running all these commands, especially these two commands. And then you can go open your project, your Flutter project on S code. So the next part will be to just close this off. I don't need this. So, like, let's say these are projects. You can just go straight. Um, Figure out where you are placing your project. Mine, placed it here. Um, so open now. Go straight to the iOS folder. Then double click this. This will open in Xcode. I think we can just go straight and do that. We already have Xcode. Okay, you can just open that straight away. And yeah, it's open. So when that is open on Xcode, you can just go straight, click on runner over here. Make sure you add iOS 12 or 11 as your deployment target, and then do your signing. Make sure this is done and there's no error here. Next one will be, yeah, go to build setting. Make sure your deployment target is targeting, like I said, iOS 12 or 11, and that's all. I think that's everything I did. Let's see. Yeah, deployment target. Make sure everything is targeting 12 or 11. So after that, close this off because we don't need it. Close this off, then go straight to your projects. The one, because this actually gave me a lot of issue. What you could do is just go to your Android folder, add gitignore. You can just add this particular gitignore there. Close that off. Go to your iOS folder, add this gitignore there. Add this gitignore. You can actually get this online when you type online. Or basically, the easiest way to get this is to actually create a new Flutter project, a test project on your machine. It will contain all this gitignore. Then you copy them over to your project. That will be the easiest way to get this all this gitignore. Add to your iOS. Then Linux, also add gitignore there. Then your macOS the same. Add its own gitignore. Last is Windows. Add this gitignore there, and that's it. And the next thing, you can just make sure you get packages to get the latest of these packages here. Once that is done, then you can go ahead and run your project. Sometimes it takes time. For me, it takes, like, for the first time running the project can take you like 2 to 3 minutes or more than that, depending on your system. Then after that, other times you run your project, it won't take that time. Within 1 minute is up and running, and that's it. Then your project will start running. I think that's it for me. That's how I was able to fix my issues yesterday. And actually took me some time to figure all this out, with some actually looking through different places, reading some documentation from people that have gone through the same issues. So that's it. So I think I already shared how I was able to solve the yesterday issue. So you can just go straight right now and start working on the project. And you can see the project is running on Xcode. It's running. Yeah, one more thing I didn't say is that you might run into an issue with your Firebase Cloudflare store when you run the project. Basically, how to solve that issue is just to go to your Xcode, make sure that your S code targets deployment. Like I said, you remember that when I was talking about the targets deployment, is targeting iOS 11 or iOS 12. That will solve the Cloud Firestore issue. That's it. So let's talk about what we did yesterday. So yesterday we were able to publish our app to GitHub. So let's open it. So here's our GitHub. So here's our app. Yeah, this is our app. So remember yesterday we were able to put this here, which was okay. So after I think that's what we did yesterday, and and I was able to kind of like put it and start using on my second computer. We talked about that yesterday too, and I said that for our subsequent features, whenever I start adding new features, we'll be doing that by creating branches. Um, we will do that by creating branches, and it will not be on our main branch. So we can go ahead and start doing that. So let's create a new branch to complete our login flow and all those stuff. I'll stop this from running and go to terminal. So basically we can come over here. Let's add all these changes. Okay, we don't need to add this because they are all ignored. So don't think there's no reason to add this. So we can just go ahead and discard these changes. And once that is all done, so we can come over here. We can create a new branch from here. So there's two different commands here. Just this one, create a new branch. But if you want to create a new branch from this master branch or main branch, you use the second branch. Create a new branch from, or no, okay, yeah. Basically, this first one can still create a new branch from the master branch. Or if you want to create a new branch from another branch, you can use this command. Then you can check out your branch. But right now, we can do that programmatically on our terminal. You can just hit this git check out -b, and we can call this branch develop branch. Yeah, you can see we already created a develop branch with everything in our master. And create this off. So now we have a develop branch. So the next thing will be to push this develop branch to our upstream, so you can have our main branch and develop branch. And we will not be working on the main branch, we'll be working from the develop branch. When everything is done and good in our develop branch, we can move that to our main branch. And the next thing will be, so let's push our develop branch upstream. And so you can do just do git push origin dash u upstream, then for the develop, develop. Git push origin develop. So you just see enter, and that will create. See if I have everything in order. So just go ahead and hit enter, and let's go over to GitHub here, refresh it. And you can see we have two branches now. So we have the main branch and the develop branch. Currently, right now, both of them are containing the same stuff. So the develop branch, I say the branch is up to date to the main branch. So, but we make sure that nobody pushes to main branch. We always push to develop branch, and we always pull from develop branch. Everything we do right now will be on the develop branch. Other branches will be creating. We'll be creating other branches from here, and we'll be merging other branches here. And when everything is working as expected, then we can be able to merge develop branch to the main branch. So that's how we'll be going. That's how our workflow will be going. Let's go back. So right now we actually pushed our develop branch upstream. So let's create another branch. So we're going to call this features workflow. So let's see. Let's call this yeah. So call this fiction. You can type it full fiction like this, but I just like shorten it like this. Fit, call it fit slash. Then we can call it branch. Like I say, auth flow. So basically, everything concerning our authentication, we can do it here. And just create that. See, the branch is already created here. We can just start working on this branch here. Turn this off. And that's it for now. So right now we are able to create a new branch. We went through the workflow for our Git, and so let's go ahead and run our app on Android emulator. If you remember, we have been using iOS emulator for a long time right now. Let's actually test our app on Android emulator to see if our app will actually run here, and we won't have any issue with our Android version, because we're not only creating for iOS, we are also creating for Android. Later on in the future, we'll be also be porting our app to work on Mac OS, and then on web, and also on Linux or Windows. Those will be on later part of the tutorial, but for now we'll be working on only iOS and Android. So let's run our app here and see what will happen. So this, so it shows Pixel 4 API, which is the current emulator up. Shows that. You can go ahead and run our app from here. We can wait for this to work to finish. We can give it some time because this is the first time actually running our app on Android. Setting it up for Android. Um, and also we have Android Google Play on our emulator. So it's actually on license package and realistic tools accepted. Preparing to install Android SDK tools. Okay, let's give it some time and install Android SDK tools. Install Android SDK tools finished. Checking the license for package Android SDK build 30 and okay. Okay, now we had an issue. It kind of stopped. Okay, how to do this? So we can just add this section to our gradle.build. So we can just go straight to our Android folder. So our Android folder and yeah, so build.gradle, Android app. Okay, not this build.gradle. So it should be inside app. Yeah, okay, this one inside app section is build.gradle. Um, so this let's see where we could add this. Basically is here. Okay. So let's go ahead and run our app again. So we fix that issue by adding minimum SDK version to 19. Um, so we are running our app again. Okay, we just got an error right now. We're trying to do this. Just copy this. Let's search for the issue. Okay, so we can try this first one we just found now. Okay, let's go over here. So it should be on the default config. So our default config, which is this, target SDK version code. So we already have minimum SDK, target SDK, version name. So the next thing is to add this to enable multi-dex enabled. So add that. I'll go ahead and save this. That's all. Save this. Let's run our app again. And finally, we have our app running on. Okay, we now have an issue. But let's rerun the app again. I want to see something. See, the animation is working, and the issue we are having is right over here. So bottom overflowed by 25 pixels, but other stuff are working. Let's see, let's fix the overflow issue. That should be under not launch screen, on board section, presentation. There should be widgets, right? Under the widget section, where we have gesture unpressed. Okay, this is it. Test span. Okay, so this is the issue right here. Basically, most of the times, why I hand coding these stuffs, when you are on a smaller screen, you have this issue. But how to make this so that's what we call responsive screens or responsive app. I don't prefer you don't need to be hard coding it. You can use media query for that. We can comment this outside. We can know later on that we changed this. Then over here we can just use the size box height. Or what else we could do, but at the point we have to do that when we want to put our app to work on other bigger screens, we have to do that. We have to create a new class that will kind of help us to deal with responsive issues. There we'll be using Flutter widgets like fraction, fraction with fraction. There's a widget called fraction and flexible, and all those stuff will help us for all this issue. And and then we can do also programmatically, kind of like enabling some stuff on different screen widths and other stuff. But now let's fix this issue. How to fix that? Use media query, like I said, dot of consent of context, the current context dot height, then times 1.1. I think this will be too much. Let's reduce it to 2. Let's see how that works. Save this, and our issue is fixed. Can actually see. Let's try 3. Yeah, the issue is fixed. So right now, if we still run this on iOS, so basically it will calculate this space based on the current device height multiplied by this. So kind of like to give us the space we want for this, and to adjust that based on different screens we are using. So that's for here. So it's like we already saved that, and the issue is solved. You can just keep on scrolling. So you can just keep on scrolling through the app, and we are right here. You can just go to skip, and here is I'm sorry guys, I think how they call. Just give me a moment. Sorry guys, just give me a minute. And okay, back to where we stopped. Just had a call right now. Yeah, let's begin. So right now you can see it's working good on Android as we expect. Also on our iOS the same, and we have the forgot password section, which is this. That's the design we want. Closing this off. What else do we want to test? And then can test the password side of it. We can see. Okay, that's an issue. This stuff is going inside, and we don't need that. It's going inside. We don't need that. It should be somewhere that we can see it properly. But it's working. The functionality is working. So we can fix that later on. But right now we are just testing out stuff. Then we have the sign up. Okay, yeah, we have the sign up page, which is this, and also our social media signups. Um, yeah, there's one more thing that we can go straight ahead and test. Yeah, I remember from the last tutorial for from the last episode. I think it was two episodes before. We were trying to get the social logins to work, and we were at the Google part, and we were fixing some issues. But later on, I was able to fix that issue. And okay, it wasn't actually a issue from our end. It's an issue from my previous computer, which was having an um, issue, which was having some hardware problems. I think that was the issue, not actually from our end, but we can just test the Google parts right now to see if it's working, and it's working. So it's popping up. So they you can sign in using Google pop-up, which is what we needed, and that's it for Android test. Right now, we can go back to um, iOS simulator. So basically, we'll be alternating both of them. We will work on here, and then we test here and test. We test on iOS simulator and also test on Android simulator to make sure we are on the same page on both platforms, and that will be what we'll be doing moving forward from here. So for now, I can just go over and stop this. Okay, that's stopped. Let's close this off. Then let's run the app on our iOS simulator. To do that, just remember the command. The command is Shift. Just hold the Shift key, then hold the Command key on your MacBook, or you just hold the Shift key and hold the Control key on your Windows keyboard or Linux keyboard. Then hold the P key, letter P. So those three key, hold them, and you have this section pop up. Then go to select. We select um, the iPhone we want to test on, which is iPhone 13 Pro Max. Click on that, and right now we'll be to run our app. So let's see how fast this will run. Okay, yeah. So you can just go straight to sign up page because that's what we're working on. Let's test the Google login here, and it's working. So yeah, it is. So it's already kind of showing me the current user, which is me. I think I already logged in somehow over here. So this is me. And let's go back to our database, see what we have there, and see what we have to remove before adding another user. So we can just go straight to Firebase console. Oh, come on. Need to kind of register my user. Because these are the user we are using. Let me do that somewhere here. That should be. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get the user we were using for, because this is on my new MacBooks and I don't have the user there. Okay, guys, just give me a minute. I'm trying to get the user logged on. Okay, I think we can now log in with the user. I just kind of was able to fix that right now. We can go ahead and log in with the user. To do that, and this is the user we were using. We are over there right now. So next thing, we can go straight to our console. And here's our console. Just enter authentication. Okay, basically there's no user in here. I think we are good to go. Close this off. We are in our sign up section. Let's try to register with a new user using Google social method. Close, open that. Register with this user. And it worked. So we were able to register with a new user, and then when the registration is done, we are moved to the new screen, which is the main homepage. And if you move this upward and then shake over here, what we receive, you can see everything about the user, and also it kind of like gave us the user picture and the user given name, the family name, everything about the user or the email. So that's one good thing about using social, having the user register with social authentication, because we were able to get some data we can use to maybe populate their form, maybe use this picture here instead of asking them for profile picture. You can use this for their profile picture, which they can change later on. And that being said, we can just go ahead and check our authentication and see if that something is added. And you can see a new user is added with a provider, which is Google. So this is the user that is added. I'll close this off right now. We can actually sign out, clicking here. I think that will sign us out. Yeah, sign out. We are taken to this screen. So right now our Google registration is working. So to fix, I think on our sign in that is not fixed yet because it's not working on our sign in. So you can just fix that up in our sign in part. So you can do that like so don't leave this screen. Okay. So that should be login screen over here. Close this off. You can scroll down all the way to this part. So this is the first Google icon name. We can copy the same code we use in sign up screen. So this is all we need. So copy this. Login screen in here. You can just paste that in here. And I think we have our auth controller already here. Okay, we don't have our controller, so we can still go back, copy our controller from here. Which should be this right here. Let's import this. That's fixed auth controller. We are using it here, so you can save this. So let's try again, and it's working right now. So this is our sign-in page. So sign in with the same user. Um, Now we are on the home screen. We can sign out. Click here. You can see. So right now our Google social auth is working. Let's add our Facebook part, the Facebook one. So you can go to sign up Facebook site. We need to add a package. Let's see if we already added a package. Um, so let me check out somewhere here. So yeah, I just figured out the package we need to add. We can add a package by going straight here. You can just run Flutter pub add, and then we hit the enter key. Flutter Facebook off. That's the package we need to add. Right now the package is added, which is Flutter Facebook off. Let's set it up. And you can set that up from here. Go straight to this place. Okay, so let's set up for iOS first, because we are currently on iOS. So let's set that up. So go to Xcode. So we already did this because our deployment target is 12.0. That's already on our Xcode. Already on our Facebook, we have our app. We created our app already. Okay, submit to it app. So this is the app we created. And We can do this later on. But right now, let's finish this up. So create this. We already created an app. So you can configure our info plist. To do that, we open our S code. So yeah, our S code. Open that up. And next thing we could do is so let's open our app here. Which is this? So go to our runner. This should be it. Then info plist. Can open this so open our source code. So can close this window off. No, no. Okay, and let's close it. And so these are info plist. So let's see what we need to add in there. So it goes on CF bundle URL scheme. CF bundle URL schemes. Okay, let's see. Okay, there it is. CF bundle. Let's see if that's okay. So first of all, let's add your app ID, which will be our Facebook app ID, which is this. And we'll replace this here. So you can just go straight to, okay, first let's copy this. And replace this with our app ID. Let's copy that back again. So that should be this, like this. Save this. And okay, I think we're done with this part. The next one is to copy this key Facebook app ID, your app ID, Facebook client token. Copy this. So we can this a little bit. Key value pairs, key the value which is this, and this is a key, this is a value, and so let's add our own here. So how stopped here. So these are value for this key. So I can start from the beginning. Facebook app ID, which is this. Here. Facebook client token. We can find out if I'm sure again. I think at the basic section. Okay, so there's so there's app secrets, there's app ID. Okay, so yeah, here's the client token. So we need to copy this. Now we copy that over. What do we have to replace? So we have to replace this stuff with it. Paste it in here. The next one is Facebook display name for our app. The display name. This should be over here. Yeah, so this is display name. Just copy that over, and we can replace this. Paste that here. We are done with that part. The next will be add the key ls application query schemes. Let's see if there's a place where this key has been defined already. So we just go. So we don't have anywhere ls is defined in our app for now, in our plist. So we can just copy this one, copy this over, Ctrl C, and we can add that over here. So we have the key ls application query schemes, Facebook API, Facebook Messenger, Facebook Auth, Facebook Share extension. Basically, the one we'll be using most is this one. Other ones will not be using that, but we can still use them. So we already added Facebook Auth. Let's add Facebook Auth. These ones here, we don't need all this stuff. Add that back, and yeah, we're done. So you can just go ahead and save this. Ctrl S, save that. Close this. You can still check back to see if all these are added. Okay, yeah, it's already there. So yeah, it's there. So you can close this off for now. You can close this one off. So right now, you just go ahead and implement our Facebook authentication. Like Okay. Um, so here's our app. So these are the changes we made so far. Can just stop our app from running right now. Let's go back to our auth controller, which is this. So we already implemented register with email and password, Google sign in, which we did. Next one will be Facebook sign in. And maybe function async. It will be an asynchronous function. And over here we use try cache. Cache an exception. I'm implementing that right. So try cache. So okay, the exception will be Firebase type of exception. Let's look at this. Paste that, and we have those. I think we can copy this over. We still need that. Paste it in here. I want to save use this as Facebook sign in, and so we can go ahead and start implementing our Facebook sign in method. We can say so let's click on final variable called login result. And we can say other results. Okay, it's already suggested it. We have this suggestion result. We are waiting on Facebook auth. Then instance.login permission is we are trying to get a permission email, public profile, and that's it. So we can just check the next one and use an if statement. Yeah, we can check if result is not null. So it should be results. Should be result is the status is equals to yes, I have again status dot the sources And if that is true, then we can go over here and do the rest of the um, oath stuff. So we create another variable called user data, and we say, let's say user data is equal to we await the instance dot get user data. Okay, that's what suggested. So after that, I think we can actually print out our user data when it's been returned to the console so that we can still see it. And then we can go over and then create an oath credential. Put the credential for this. So we call this Facebook. Okay. So yeah. So I have this Facebook auth credential is equal to Facebook auth provider or create credential, and let's see. Okay, it's not to name the variable, so there's no need of adding the access token stuff. And over here we can just first unwrap this. Since our results, we are checking if the result is successful. If it's successful, that means this token should be included already. So we can go ahead and first unwrap it, and then we can just say await. Um, then we can add this credential on our Firebase auth. So if say auth the sign in with credential, and we're passing the Firebase credential we added, and we are waiting on this. So this is synchronous, so we can just check on the then part of it to see when it's done. We want to print signed in with Facebook, then print out the value. At this point, we can actually use. I think we did that somewhere. Okay, yeah. So what I wanted to do, I want to add a code that would push the user in to the home page, but there's no need to add that code because we already have this feature right here doing that for us, which is somewhere here, and yeah. So that's it. You can go ahead and save this. Now let's try using this. Copy. And these are both login screen. And we are on a sign up page. So let's try this on sign up screen first. So these are sign up. So there's a path for Facebook. So we can use auth controller dot this method. Save this. Once we're done, so we can now run our app again. Okay, let's give it some time to run. Okay, so our app is showing up right now. I think it's still running some stuff. So here we are, and we kind of tested this on Auth sign up screen. So you can just go straight to the sign up screen. Here on our sign up screen, let's test the Facebook, and it's working. And so it pops up. Now it says login with the Facebook app, login with phone and email. And we don't have Facebook app on our simulator. I think we can go with phone and email. Let's see what we have here. Okay. and our email. Okay, yes. You can see. So it's now trying to authenticate our app. Say continue as Kotilevska on this app. Mental health care is requesting access to your name and profile picture and email address. You can just agree to that. Continue as Kotilevska. You see, an account already exists with the same email address but different sign-in credential. Sign in using a profile. So you see, so that was the error we had right now. The error popped up here, and this is actually a good way to kind of like test out the error message, and it's actually good because it's showing up the way we needed it and the way we want. So for how to fix that error, since we let me see. So right now, if you want to test that again, we will need to go back to over here. Um, remove the user we have here with this email, and delete account, delete the account, and that works. Fresh, that's working. So let's go back again, and let's restart our app back again. So right now we have our app restarted. Let's go back to sign up. Test this again. You previously logged in to mental health care. Would you like to continue? Continue. And it's working now. So we are being taken to our homepage, which means our Facebook log sign up and login is working. So we can just add this so we just tested it out on sign up screen. We can copy the same function and go straight to our login screen. We can add it somewhere here, which is good. You can save this. So let's test it out on our login screen. Sign up. So here is our login screen. Let's test it. And it's working on our login screen. Okay, so that's cool. That's what we needed. And so next thing will be, so right now we are able to implement, okay, let's log out. Our Google social sign-in is working, our Facebook social sign-in is working, but what is remaining is the Apple sign-in, which we actually need to implement because the new Apple rule says that if you're using an authentication on your app, you need to add an Apple sign in for them to accept your app to be submitted on Apple Store. So, but we will not do that today. We will, this will be done later on. Um, we can still continue and go ahead to creating other parts of the app since we are sure the auth flow for now is working. Yeah, what is remaining right now in the auth flow is the sign in with email and password, and then the forgot password side. We need to fix that up, but everything for sign up is working. Sign up with email and password is working. The auth, the two of them is working. And going back to signing, we need to fix this one, and we are done with the auth login flow. And once we are done with that, we can move over to creating other parts of the app. And that's it for now. So we can continue tomorrow with the forgot password and then fixing this up. Um, okay. Yeah, before we close off, we can just go ahead and check this. What's going on? We can test this on our Android, on our Android simulator. So let's test what we have done so far on our Android simulator. So you can just close this off, open up our Android sim. Okay, what did I do right now? Okay. No. Okay, so this, and then we choose our base. Now we can go ahead and run the app again. Right now we are running it on Android. So this is still installing. So the debug APK is already built. So it's running the installing part. So let's wait for that. Okay, now I don't know why it's taking this time. Okay, this is taking quite a long time to just build. Okay, I think we have to um do this again, restart it. Um, okay. And finally the app. Let's restart this. Okay, let's go straight over here. So this is a sign up page. To test this stuff out. So we already tested the Google sign up. We can just go ahead and remove this for now. Delete account, delete that, refresh, minimize this over here. Okay, that's a problem. So right now this is causing an issue on our Android. And that's because there's a step we didn't do. We kind of like jumped it, which is the Android configuration, which is this path. And we don't have much time to set this up today. We will do this tomorrow with the rest, and then with the rest of the sign up path. Uh, so guys, I'll be closing off here right here. Please do remember to subscribe and subscribe to the page, and I will keep you guys updated on the new stuff I'll be dropping. There's a lot coming on. Like I've been saying, I'll be doing the new SwiftUI development, and it will be on a separate project like this. So this kind of projects, full app project, like a startup kind of app project. That's what I will be doing with with Swift, right, for iOS. And so, like I said again, guys, please do subscribe and let's keep in touch. Thank you.